guys, it's Tish from Cotton Candy Quilts, and I am here with your Quilt Magic Minute. Today we're going to do a little project. Right here is our little project, and what is that, you may say? These are rice bags. So this is filled halfway with fabric. Not with fabric, it is fabric. It's filled halfway with rice. And you can heat these up in the microwave, and baby, it's cold outside here. So what I do is warm these up and stick them in my bed before I get into bed. And then when I go to bed, my bed is all nice and toasty, which is really cool. You can also use it against, that was my dog sneezing, by the way. You can also use them against body parts. So if you're achy from a long day at the machine, you can take this and actually wrap it around body parts or put it up against your back if you've been standing all day to relieve the tension after you heat it up. Or you can even put them in the freezer so that they're cold. So if you're trying to bring down swelling, you can do it that way. So these are super duper fast to make. And you see that I have used lovely Robert Kaufman fabric for mine, which we have in the shop. But this was just a strip that I had left over when I finished another project. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get to it. So the first thing we're going to do is take a width of our ruler cut of fabric. This happens to be a 6-inch ruler, but if you have a 6.5-inch ruler, that works just as fine too. This is not something that is precise, and they'll love it anyway. So as you can see, I've lined a line up on the ruler with the fold line. My fabric is folded twice, so it's width of fabric, and my selvages are up here. So I'm lining a line up with the fold to make it nice and straight. And then I pull my fabric away before I move my hands, because once you move the ruler, it's really hard to get a straight cut. After that, I'm going to take off the selvages. And if you notice on this side, the selvage is on the side that's up, is the same color as the fabric. But if you turn it over to the back, you will see that this is woven very, very tightly. This is so they can hook it onto the hooks of the machine when they dye the fabric. And you don't want any of that in any of your projects, because it shrinks at a different rate than the rest of your fabric. So if you leave that in and it's on the back of your quilt, maybe when you sewed your backs together, or it's in some of the seams of the front, you'll have puckers the first time you wash it. So I'm going to come back a good inch, and I'm going to remove the selvages so that I know that they're all gone. And you can tell from the other side that I've taken the selvage plus a little bit. And so now we're going to turn this right sides together. This is so simple, you're just going to love it. And then I'll see you over at the sewing machine. So if you remember right, we have right sides together. And I'm just going to sew down the long sides. I am not pinning or anything. I'm just making sure that it lines up. And then I'm just going to sew down each side. This takes literally seconds. So here I am with rice. The easiest way to do this is with a measuring cup. And I'm just pouring it in, and then I pour the rice back into the measuring cup and I measure again. So we're going to do this several times until that bag is about half full. Okay, as you can tell, my rice bag is about half full. I know this because I can fold it in half and it's pretty much the same. I have rice everywhere. This will be interesting tomorrow. Now I'm going to turn the ends under and just sew across. It does not matter how far in that you turn them. This is not an exact science. So all I'm doing is tucking all of the ends in so that I don't have any raw edges. Trying to get it flat and straight. And then I'm going to sew close to the edge, like about 1/8 of an inch, not a quarter really, 1/8 of an inch is plenty. Got a little tuck right there. And at this point, I'm going to back stitch just a little bit to make sure that it doesn't come undone, because having rice in your bed is no fun. I'm going to back stitch at the other end too. Get rid of the extra threads, and there you have it. And as you can see, it lays flat as well, which is really nice if you want to wrap it around your back or whatever. So this is this week's Quilt Magic Minute, and thanks for joining me for this little tiny project, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks so much.